Midweek blessings to you, my brothers and sisters. It's Pastor Bill. It's a little earlier in the week than I would normally be recording a midweek message, but I had to catch today, Tuesday, October 3rd, to wish our sister Carol Wood a happy 90th birthday. 90 years young, that's a fantastic milestone. Carol, we celebrate with you and your family and hope that this is a wonderful year of life for you. Other great birthdays coming up this week include Barbara Abrams and Helen Stahl on Wednesday, October 4th, Donna Pierce on Thursday, October 5th, and Polly Imus and Jan Myers on October 10th. Happy birthday to each of you. God's blessings for the year ahead. This Sunday, on October 8th, we return to our sermon series on the 10. We're continuing through Deuteronomy chapter 5, looking at the second giving of the 10 Commandments by God to Moses for the Israelites. And we come this Sunday to the 8th commandment, which comes from Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 19 and says, "Thou," or you, "shall not steal." We'll also be looking at a message from the Apostle Paul from Ephesians chapter 4 and verses 25 to 32. Just as a warm-up, here's a couple of ridiculous and goofy jokes about stealing as we prepare for this sermon on the 8th of October. Why did the vegetable thief have wet pants? Well, because he took a leak. All right, here's from somebody else who wrote a note after they almost got caught stealing. I almost got caught stealing a board game today, but it was a risk I was willing to take. Yeah, you love that one, especially you risk players out there. Okay, one more. I was arrested the other day for stealing people's electrons. I was heavily charged, despite my victims saying it was an overall positive experience. All right, maybe a few more groans on that one. I don't know, maybe you scientific-minded ones out there appreciated that one the most of all. Life groups are continuing in the life of Pacific Beach Presbyterian Church, and as a reminder, every Sunday morning from 9:30 until 9:45, we meet in the church office for prayer time. Such an important part of the Christian life to lift up joys and concerns, to praise God through prayer, to offer confession, and to offer some requests that God would be blessing the mission and ministries and worship services of our congregation and growing us in all the ways that God knows is best. So 9:30 to 9:45, you can join me in the church office for prayer. This coming week, we look ahead to Theology on Tap starting on Tuesdays. And actually that starts tonight, but by the time you see this message, probably it's going to be over. So next week, look ahead to Theology on Tap on the 10th of October at San Diego, or SD Tap Room at 7 p.m. That'll be each week on Tuesdays. Then on the 11th, Wednesday the 11th, it'll be the monthly Lunch Bunch Fellowship. That meets at 12 o'clock noon in Calvin Hall, and Jan Miner is the point of contact for the Lunch Bunch. So you can connect with Jan if you have any questions about that. I should jump back to that this coming Saturday, which is the 7th of October, it's the monthly men's breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe here in PB on Garnett. Hope that you guys can join us at 8 a.m. at Broken Yoke Cafe for a great breakfast and some really good conversation and fellowship. Lastly, I just want to say that this midweek message video is going to be my last weekly midweek message video for a long time. I will continue to send weekly email updates through MailChimp and our email server so you can get the pertinent information and announcements about upcoming things in the life of the church through those emails. But I'm going to be devoting the hours that it takes me to write and record and edit and send these midweek message videos each week to some other parts of our mission and ministries that feel more important to me in my pastor's heart for this season of our church life together. You should still get the information that you need. It just won't be as often in video form. Occasionally, I'll continue to make videos for special occasions. And thanks to all of you who have been a regular part of looking forward to and watching these midweek message videos each week since I started making them almost 2 years ago. It's been a gift to continue to serve as your pastor. It's a gift to be back in the office full-time again, starting today. Thanks again for the support of my ministry as a Navy chaplain to our local commands, and thanks for welcoming me back to the office and to this part of my staff role as your pastor and head of staff. We look forward to seeing some great progress and great changes and great continuation of the things that God does so well through us as Pacific Beach Presbyterian Church. So God's blessings to you, friends, as the week continues, and I hope to see you in person in worship very soon. Have a great week in the meantime. Bye.